Tonight, the San Diego City's Attorney's Office is working on a new resolution to address homelessness and housing. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us on this Halloween. I'm Marcella Lee.
And I'm Steve Price. Jesse has the night off. Now, this comes after City Council members voted unanimously to draft a resolution declaring housing is a human right, like food or water. But as we're finding out, this could open up the city to legal trouble. CBS 8's Richard Allen explains.
The item passes unanimously.
While San Diego City Attorney still has to review its exact wording, San Diego City Council today green-lighted a resolution to officially declare housing a human right, the same as food or water. Council President Sean Elo Rivera proposed this move.
Everyone deserves a roof over their head, and we will do all it takes to bring that belief into reality.
While this resolution establishes the city's commitment to housing all San Diegans, City Attorney Mara Elliott warned that depending on the specifics, this resolution could open the city to litigation.
If we make promises we cannot keep, we will likely be sued.
Following that, strengthening tenant protections was also discussed and hotly debated among renters and landlords.
I just want to make sure that we have a seat at the table as property owners, specifically with the city attorney.
San Diego has no rent control and very little tenant protections in place, an unacceptable reality in the face of the housing crisis.
And while it was only discussed with no vote taken at this point, these proposed tenant protections possibly include a tenant will be paid 3 months' rent if they're evicted for no fault of their own. For example, if the owner decides to sell the property. Seniors who are evicted at no fault of their own would receive additional financial assistance. Tenants who are temporarily displaced for property improvements would be paid a set fee every day they're out of their homes. Tenant protections would begin as soon as a tenant moves in, instead of having to wait 2 years, as is now the case, and taking away a landlord's right to evict a tenant for illegal use, unless they are actually convicted of a crime. That last proposal received fierce pushback from several property owners, raising safety concerns for other tenants. This property manager had a situation during the recent eviction moratorium when one of her tenants brandished a gun.
I engaged with our attorney and could not proceed with any way to remove this person from the community. The result was many residents fearful of their own homes, including myself.
And while these draft recommendations are still a work in progress, supporters say these revised protections are essential.
Simply put, tenant protection is homeless prevention.
City Council has yet to set a date as to when or if these proposed tenant protections will be voted on. Richard Allen, CBS 8.